You see why I get so annoyed with people that mention God and things like that, but then put out a song like this, and then they've got, just look at it, like just look at this. We've got a whole man on his fours, on the streets, out in the streets on his fours. Like, your husband actually gave a green light to this. Like, we need to stop applauding these type of women that are just out here lying straight to the camera. They'll be talking about God, this, that, but yet they're still putting out this, that, on the same page. Like, it's insane. Like, can't you lot just see, like, this is a whole facade? This is a whole WAP, Megan Thee Stallion, what's the other one name? Not Nicki Minaj, the other one, I forgot her name, Cardi B. This is them all over again. This is just the UK version. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like people just need to open their eyes and really just call out BS when they see it. Because without your support, these sort of people would not be, without you supporting them, these sort of people won't even have the time of day to be on our FYPs. Do you get what I'm saying?
Been through it all, so I know about mileage. Grew up in a zone surrounded by sirens. Had no love for the law of my bike. Money was the root, then I'm up in the ride. If you got a problem, come and see me in private. Used to be violent, now I'd rather stay silent. Never been a quitter, so I'll always be trying. Woken from the sleep, then I wish that I died.
Now, I'm going to touch on this video only because my last video that I posted about what happened in Mayfair in London, and the girl sadly passed away. She didn't make it. And for those who have watched that video, if you haven't watched it, make sure you watch the video about the UK influencer who ran over another UK influencer. So basically, when I came across one of the videos, she was on a podcast, the girl that did the running over, she's in prison now. When I first came across one of her videos, her podcast that she was in, I got the feeling that there was something I needed to touch on, but I ignored it. And obviously, about 6-7 months later, this is what ended up happening. So I do understand that I'm placed in this platform to spread awareness. So that's what I'm going to start doing more from now on. So you're going to start seeing a lot more reaction videos as well, just to give an insight of, just to give a spiritual perspective, because I feel like God's placed me in this position for me to speak about certain things. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm going to be doing a lot more videos like this. If it's your first time seeing me today, make sure to press the subscribe button. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Press the like button and share it as well for those who may need it. Now let's get on to today's video.
Okay, I was an escort, I was a stripper, I had pay pigs, I was a sugar baby. Whatever involved making money from men, I was that. And they said you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. You know what? Get on to you because, guys, ooh, this is going to be juicy.
It's like these females don't learn. Like, you're not even seeing what's happening to your Cardi B's, to your Megan Thee Stallions and them not there. They're just not learning from these women. They're just not seeing it that it's going to be very hard for you to, yes, you can get a man, do you get what I'm saying? But it's going to be very hard for you to stay in a relationship, in a serious relationship that's God ordained. Do you get what I'm saying? Later on down the line, it's going to affect your marriage, or it's going to affect your children, what you participate in if you don't take full accountability and, repent. Do you get what I'm saying?
So I see a lot of people talk about this stripper social media quite a lot, but no one's really come out and said, yeah, I've done it, whatever. And you know what, me, I don't really care about what people think and what people have to think about me. I'll be the first. Let me tell you about it, because a lot of people seem to think that stripper culture, escort culture, and this in the UK is dead, or people don't really do it, or people are very shy about it, or they think it's like not as luxurious as America. Now, the strip clubs that you guys go to that are open to the public are dead. The private members club, though, yeah, baby, that's where real Mind you, a lot of these men that claim to be drug dealers and bad man, they sell chongololo. They sell chongololo to the older women, bro.
I don't really have much to say on that because I don't really know any that do when I was doing it. So, and I definitely wasn't doing it. But I do understand that I'm not going to be naive. You know, I do understand that when you're in that field, when you're participating in stuff like, you know, you're selling things for money and things like that, illegal stuff, things that affect people spiritually, mentally and all of that, then you're kind of opening up yourself to some dark forces. Do you get what I'm saying? So probably that's what comes with it as well.
Private member clubs. Listen, I'm not yeah, man, this is gonna be. Now, people are always asking me, T, how did you get into that stuff? Like, how did you like find it? Like, what was the day that it started? Like, because mind you guys, like, I am very much so a lot different. I feel like when I tell people this and my past, they basically think like, oh, she had like such a hard childhood. Her life was so hard. Or do you get what I'm saying? Like, my life was great. I don't even want to lie. Like, childhood was great. Sorry to disappoint, man. I'm just greedy as fuck. I'm just a greedy bastard. I'm so sorry. Because it's like, I went to private school. I also went to public school as well.
So from what she's describing, it's like, she said her childhood was great, but she just doesn't understand why she's so greedy, why it was just about money. And this is the part where you really have to sit down and build your relationship with God and really find out why is it that you're so money hungry? Why are you willing to do that for money? Do you get what I'm saying? And in our community, a lot of us, we fail to sit down and ask our parents about how it was like for them growing up, you know, get down to the nitty gritty. And then you're going to find out that, hold on, this has been going on in my family for a long time. I just didn't know. She get it? Because from what she's saying that, yeah, she had a good childhood, but then why would you all of a sudden do that? Why would you feel the urge to do them sort of things, to participate in that? She get what I'm saying? So there is definitely an issue there. It's just like the Bible says, we perish for lack of knowledge because we're not willing to sit down and really think about these things and work it out. We just think, you know what? This is just a feeling. I'm just a go-getter. Let me just go make it happen by any means. Do you get it? So it's just one of them things we've got to be very careful.
I went to public and I went to private. My parents are like mechanical and aircraft engineers. We live in a 5-bedroom house. Well, my parents moved now. They downsized because I moved out. But yeah, we lived in a
Hold that thought. You see, this is exactly what I just said. To her, it looks like it's all great. You know, parents, wonderful job. Everyone's got money. We live in a nice house and all of these things. But how did you still end up doing that? Do you get what I'm saying? So she now has to also think, hold on, even though her life now, it might be looking great, got a husband that took me in no matter what I did, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I'm chasing my music career. My daughter's all right. Later on down the line, God forbid, our children are probably going to participate in certain things and they're not going to understand why they're doing it. Because as far as they're concerned, my parents was all right. They had their money. They chased their music dreams. Do you get what I'm saying? It's just a cycle. We're going round and round and round in circles and we're not seeing the issue. It's down the line spiritually. We're tying ourselves in this sort of bondage that somebody has to break it. But in order for you to break it, you have to understand what is going on.
5-bedroom house when I was growing up. I had a great life. I just wanted more. I literally just like, when I really sit down and I'm like, that's so bad. Like, I can't even sit and say, oh yeah, like the hustle was so, I'm just greedy and hungry. because my belly was always full. My parents have always given me everything of it, like, and more. Even now, they do so much. I can't even lie. I can't give you that sub story, guys. I'm so sorry. But for this story to make sense, we have to go back. Just got accepted into university. I was meant to be going to uni in January, but then lockdown was happening, and I was like, well, I don't want to go to uni because, you know, what's the point? I might as well take a gap year because I don't want to be doing uni online. Like, I was very much so, I wanted to go to uni to live life. I wanted to enjoy and...
Yo, the energy during lockdown, I'm telling you, something definitely happened during lockdown, because the way the energy done a dramatic shift. A lot of people, when you speak to them, there was a lot of changes during lockdown. It wasn't just, not being able to study or not being able to work. It was just, it's hard to explain. There was a lot of changes happening around lockdown, you know, and certain people really went downhill. Certain people really lost it, you know. It's mad.
Experience the whole university experience. I was not gonna go, you know, like, why am I going? Like, do you get what I'm saying? I'm even dyslexic, so how am I even benefiting? I'm just gonna be struggling at home and not experiencing the uni experience. So I postponed it. I ended up making so much money, then I just didn't go to uni. Like, I just ended up abolishing that whole plan. And at the time, I had a job. Like, I was working at McDonald's at the time, so it was kind of like lockdown. McDonald's was closed, and I was getting paid to be at. So I was like, I want to make more money. Mind you, I have always been an outcast, like I've said. At school, I've always been the only black girl. When I went to public school and when I went to private school. Well, at home, I was a bit of an outcast because, you know, my parents are very intelligent. My sibling is very intelligent and I'm dyslexic. So it's just like, Tawana's just like that troubled kid or whatever. She struggles in school, right? Not to say that this is an excuse. Not to say that this is an excuse, but I'm just giving you backstory, man. Because I witnessed parents live a very good life financially and stably. Like, I just wanted more. I said, okay, well, if this is like what a lot of people aspire to be and just to live okay, this shit is boring. Like, I want to live wild life. I want to experience life to its wildness, to its fullest, but I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to do anything illegal. Like, if there's one thing about me, I am not on this illegal stuff. Like, I cannot handle prison. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to do anything illegal, but I want to make stupid amounts. I said, I want to make stupid.
One thing I just want to ask is, how is it that these sort of things are not illegal? Like, there's so many things that we can argue that's illegal, and it's like, no, you lot just want to control us. But yet, this sort of stuff, this adult content stuff, it's not illegal. Like, that is crazy to me. And you know, there's so many stories going on right now that, you know, there's a lot of diseases being spread and people, like, there's a lot of things that's happening which are lust based. You know, they stem from, you know, battling lust. A lot of people are being destroyed by this. Do you get it? But yet, it's legal. It's one of the easiest things you can access. It is crazy. The enemy's running rampant around people.
Amounts, like, quick. Or like, I don't want to do anything that involves using my brain. And I tried so many things. Like, I was like, let me try, like, you know, maybe a clothing brand or something. But see, if you start a clothing brand, you need to pay to get the materials to sew. I didn't want anything like that. I wanted something that I could just make sheer profit from, and I'm not having to profit.
I was about to say, what's the difference between this mindset and a drug dealer's mindset? But obviously, a drug dealer's mindset, you still have to reinvest in something. Do you get what I'm saying? In a product. But she's even worse. She's like, I want to make profit after profit after profit. You know, like in Matthew 16:26, it says, what profit is there if you gain the whole world and lose eternal life? Basically, lose your soul. You know, gain the world but lose your soul is a famous biblical phrase warning that sacrificing eternal life, moral integrity, because she did say she wants to do something that she doesn't even need to think about, using her brains. All spiritual well-being for temporary material wealth, fame, or power is a worthless, catastrophic trade. Crazy.
Profit. That's what I wanted. So I just messaged her, like, I was just straight up, hey girl, like, I see you living, what do you do? Like, put me on. She was like, oh yeah, like, no, I'm a stripper and I'm an escort as well. When she said that, I was just basically like, oh no, like, I'm not even that. Like, oh wait, first of all, I can't even believe I messaged. When I'm saying that out loud, like, I was a babe. What the hell? And when she said that, I was like, oh no, that's all dead, babe. I'm black. Like, I'll definitely see like my uncle or somebody in the club. Like, I don't want to. She's like, no, like, it's a private members club. I was like, wait, hold on a minute. And she's like, yeah, like, it's mainly white guys. Like, club. And you need to like pay a monthly subscription. You need to pay membership. I was like, wait a fucking minute. I have never, guys, mind you, I don't live in London.
Excuse the swearing.
It's all new to me. And then she's like, you know what? It's so crazy because there's a black girl working. She just left. So if you join, you'll be the only black girl. And that black girl sold money. I was like, okay, you know what? I'll try it. Let me give it a go. I said, cool. Spoke to her. We arranged everything. We set up a date. She bought me a train ticket because I was like, nah, buy me my train ticket. Like, meet me. So I know that you're real. Like, I've just met you online. This could be human trafficking. This could be anything. Do you get what I'm saying? Guys, I'm not telling you to do this very stupid, dangerous thing. I'm just explaining to you because I feel like a lot of you are very confused to like why I'm now making music like this. But whole time, like, this has always been my personality. I've always been the wild one. When you guys are now seeing, you guys see Tawana, like this page is on my cryptic pregnancy story, mommy and daughter content. But my friends call me TR. So when like I made this page, everyone, I'm like, guys, like, I want to be different.
See, that's why it's very important for you lot to be careful, ladies, sisters. Be careful who you lot are following online. You know what I'm saying? Because, like she just said, like people was thinking, who is she? Because they're thinking, rah, like, how come you're making all of a sudden you're making these sort of music? And she said, it's always been me. It's always been in me. Do you get it? That's why you got to realize these people, these type of people, they're never going to change unless they really sit down, you know, and build a relationship with God. Do you get what I'm saying? She might feel like, yeah, because she's not out in the field no more, then it's all done away with. Nah, the devil roams around. It's there. And in fact, because he's already done with you, you're on his side already. He's like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Just leave her do her thing for a few years. Just let her do her thing now. Do you get what I'm saying? She's already over on this side. And you're just thinking, yeah, my life's all right. You know, let me just carry on.
I'm a mother. I want to, you know, don't call me T, don't call me y'all. But then it's like, no, like, I'm still that. Like, anyway, we're going to get into that. We'll get into that another day. Another thing is, a lot of people think that, like, oh yeah, because I'm engaged, like, I know about this. Like, guys, mind you, Emmanuel knew about it. He knew. I knew Emmanuel. I met Emmanuel when I was still doing work. And he accepted me. He helped me out of that. Like, that's why I'm so...
Like, there's nothing wrong with obviously not judging someone, you know, taking them in as they are and accepting that, whatever comes with it, you get it. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. We choose how to live our lives, do you know what I'm saying? But you thinking that it's done, like that's it, your hero came, saved you, and that's it. And it's like, everything's all nice now, you can just run off into the sunset. No, it doesn't work like that, you know. If you just look at our society, our community, the people we know, the people we've heard about, history just tells us all the time. It repeats itself. It just tells us all the time that, look, this is what happens later on down the line. We've seen it so many times, you get it? You're not the first person to do this, to come out of that field and get into a marriage and think, yeah, everything's going to work out. Then later on down the line, the elders will tell you it just doesn't end well. She's just going to end up being one of them women when she's like 40, 30, God forbid. But I'm just saying what we've seen already so many times. Like 30, 40, 50, they still marriage didn't work, and then they're out there seeking God, and then all of a sudden you see them end up in a church, with a couple kids, no marriage, and they're praying to God for a husband, and then they try and act holier than thou. Do you get what I'm saying? This is how it starts off. Do you get what I'm saying? But no one really talks about these sort of things, and that's why I'm just here to be like, you know what? That's BS. Do you get it? And I'm just gonna say it straight. Obviously, I don't know their life and things like that. I don't know the ins and out of it. But I don't really need to know all of that, because from what she's already saying and how she's already speaking about things, it just shows. And on top of that, the man who's supposed to be leading her, it's just brushing it all under the carpet. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, we've got to think about the future at the end of the day. And that's why I'm just trying to raise awareness,
Like, I don't care to share the content, tell you guys about it, because if it wasn't like helping lifestyle, I don't know. God giving me a baby.
Obviously, I'm not really gonna speak about other people's children, but in terms of if it wasn't for him helping you out, you know what? It would be good if she at least. It would be good, like maybe she was gonna do it in the future. She'll probably put out a video, telling us how he's helped her come out of that. Do you get what I'm saying? That will help actually if we see a video like that. But until then, it seemed as if it's like, yeah, if it wasn't for this man, not looking at my past, then you'll probably still be out in the streets. Do you get what I'm saying? So what happens now if that man is not there anymore? Do you get what I'm saying? You're going to be out back in the streets. So it's like, it hasn't solved the situation. You still need to, really have an encounter with God and really sit down and build that relationship with him, between you and him. Do you get what I'm saying? Each of us have to have our own relationship with God, regardless of what marriage we're in, what family we're in. We all individually need to have a relationship with God, so that if the person's no longer there or leaves, then you still, you still got that relationship. You're still not going to go back out in the streets. But it seems to me as if Emmanuel's not around, then you're easily just going to go back in the streets, because you're going to be one of the mothers that's going to be like, look, I'm a single mom, Emmanuel's no longer here, and I need to make money, so, I got to do what I got to do. Do you get it? We've seen it happen so many times. We're seeing so many videos nowadays of women that just be like, you know what, the father's not around no more, and I'm tired of this, I'm tired. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm just going to be out in the streets doing what I got to do. And that's just why I'm raising awareness, so that we can start seeing these things from the start and pick it out, and do better.
I don't know what the hell I'll be doing. Like, if it wasn't for Emmanuel and River, I don't know what the... I'm not even gonna lie, it's a bit dark.
You'd think when she's mentioning Emmanuel, I thought it was mind games for a bit there. I thought you'd think when she's mentioning Emmanuel, then she's talking about maybe Yeshua, Jesus, but it's actually her man's name, so her husband's name, sorry. If he's no longer around, you're just gonna go left. Like she said, she don't know what she'll be doing. We know what you'll be doing.
Pack my bag.
Based on what you said.
And I don't even... Then my parents don't even know. My parents don't even know about this anyway. I'm posting it on the... They don't even know. Anyway, cool. Write a note to my parents. I love you guys. Because in my head, I'm like, I will die. Anything can really... By doing... You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what I'm into. Met the girl at the train station. And I had 999 video on my phone. Just in case I get kidnapped, I'm just going to press 999. It's going to ring. And, yeah, anyway, cool. And for the love of God, please don't do, like, I'm telling you the story. I'm God, that crazy people mind. Do not meet people that you've never met. Don't do that. I met the girl, she was real. We get there, she's like, yeah, cool, we're gonna go to the club and go through security. Takes me to this guy's. I feel like this someone needs to make a movie about it. Like, guys, I entered a whole, like, I was like, what the hell? Couldn't believe that this was the, I just couldn't believe it. I gave them my, I'm like, doctor.
You know, I've been to a few of those places because one of the jobs that I was doing before was setting up venues and things like that. And there are loads of buildings in London, in the UK and that just look normal on the outside. But once you enter it, it's crazy. But you know what? The type of things that go on in them places, it's Masonic. You know, it's diabolical. Do you get what I'm saying? So, and it looks nice. It looks pretty. It looks well kept. Everything lit. But a lot of dark stuff goes on.
Stuff. And they were like, well, when do you want to work? Like, I mean, work today. And I was so scared. I was like, oh my God. Okay, go listen to Pepsi as well. Like, if you guys are really confused, listen to Pepsi. Like, the link's in the bio.
Go! Who runs well? Go! Who runs
Oh man, this is insane.
I heard you guys are feeling sorry for me.
Yeah, why is everyone feeling sorry for Emmanuel? This guy.
Emmanuel's well taken care of. He loves it over here.
One thing about me and Ian, let me tell you guys, we are such a great team. When we're not fighting, we are a very good team. So today is the
Brother, run a mile. Run a mile. This is insane. Like, you know what? When it all goes down, when it all goes left, please come online and speak about it so that other people can learn. Because at the moment, you might not be seeing things the way you should be, but these are the sort of females you need to run a mile from. And people are even telling you, but hey, it is what it is.
Welcome to a day in the life of a young bum.
I was making him choke on the drink. For real.
Mind you, he's 62.
I'm making money, call me RSPCA. I'm selling cats.
Stop that, man. But yeah, hopefully you lot enjoyed the video. My name's Forever Blessed Chris, and this has been Chris Speaks Reactions. Make sure you press the like button and share it. And I love you. Just remember that Yeshua loves you even more. Oh yeah, make sure you press the subscribe button if it's your first time seeing me today. And to my returning subscribers, just remember that I love you and Yeshua loves you even more. And I'll see you on the next video. God bless you.